presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We gonna take it by storm?
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, a great weekend, folks. It's the TGIF. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Yes, I love this card. I love reading it on Fridays, too, because you get a couple days to think about it. Well, we get a lot more than a couple days we can think about these things now, that's for sure. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon that idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 408, NASDAQ off 157, S&P's down 51, gold contract up $10, trading at $16.47 an ounce. You get silver down 17 cents, $14.47 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $3, trading $28.44 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year down. 10-year up 5 ticks, 139.02. The 30-year up 21 ticks at 182.06 in King Dollar. King Dollar's up 396, trading at 100.570. The euro is at 108. The yen is at 108.32, and the British pound is at 122 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We go over to the SPY first. We take a look at the SPY. This is what's happening in the SPY. Bottom line, folks, you get markets pushing down, pushing lower. Volume is contracting in a huge way. Okay, so we take a look at this S&P, right, the SPY right now. What you're going to see is this. When we came down on Wednesday, bottom line, let's go back to Tuesday first, because if you want to see just how markets react and act, folks, okay, this is a pretty clear sign of what we have. So on Tuesday, the bottom line is that we're trying to make it over the highs that were generated the prior week. That high of 262.80 had volume of 257 million. We went sideways for a couple days. On Tuesday, it took it out, and then it failed on price and volume. What does that mean when it fails on price and volume? It means that it gets over the high, which it did. It closed underneath it, which it did, and it had lighter volume. We had 194 million shares versus 257. That means not enough buyers. Okay, so now what do? Bottom line, most times when that happens, you back down. As you back down, now this is where it's going to get interesting. And the question is, are you still strong like a bull again today, Tom? Yes, I am. Big time, too. And I'll show you why. So as we back down, what do? On Tuesday, you do volume of 189 million. Well, the 189 million is going against 299. So the correlation there is that you don't have a lot of sellers. Yesterday, we backed down 177 million, another contraction. Today is a monster contraction, folks, okay? The bottom line is that you get, 40 minutes left inside trading the SPY, and right now we're only at 89 million versus yesterday of 177 versus the prior day of 189. So my take there is that, guess what? This thing still wants higher price. Gold contract out here. We take a look at gold, and I'll bring the futures up in a second so we can look at those as we're going through the next 40 minutes, 50 minutes coming into this close. Gold contract up $10.80 out here. Bottom line is that you now have broken this. Yeah, let me just look at this. I believe we broke that downtrend that was in place for about a week and a half. Let me just see. Yeah, we broke it. So you came up to it yesterday. The bottom line, you broke it. Gold's now wants to go make the run once again for the 1,700 mark. Right now, you're at 1648. If we go take a look at a few of the gold equities, you got Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold, folks, is the first one that stuck its head up. It's a confirmed ABC structure in the way up. Took out the B point yesterday. The B point in Barrick is $20.18. Your A point is down there. Is $10, I think. Yeah, 14. So you got a 6-point A to B approximately. That's going to get you up to $24. And right now, Barrick Gold is trading at $19.99. Let's get over and take a look at the E-minis as we're doing this baby live out here. So inside the E-minis out here, ESM, because this is going to be a wild 40 minutes coming into this close here. Okay, so all day long, folks, bottom line, you're selling all day long. We had reached our high this morning out here. That was at 10 o'clock this morning. Inside the future markets, E-mini S&P, that's 25.29. Bottom line, you went all the way straight down, and we got into that low of 24.49. That was established at about 2 o'clock. Now, that low there had 26,000 contracts. Well, the 26,000 contracts were going against 55,000 as well as 78. So the bottom line, when you take a look at that aspect, is that wants higher price. We just got the pop up to this 24. There it is. Yeah, 24.79. It backed down once again. We'll see how these bulls and bears are going to fight it out coming into it. That's a nice pop. And that pop did have volume behind it, folks. We'll get over and we take a look at the NQs out here, because the NQs can always basically give you a hint as to how strong this market's going to be. NQs did the same type of setup, when we selling all day. In fact, this is interesting. So the NQs did have a little buy-in between noon and 1, but bottom line, sold it down. Just got the pop. The pop that we just got is with volume. So when you get those pops that are with volume, folks, the bottom line is saying that you get the buy coming in. They came in fast and furious. You're backing down. What I've seen more than anything is that when you have the pops, they have the volume behind them. Guess what? It's not the last pop you're going to get. Why? Because most large players, they'll come in 2, 3, 4 times. They're basically testing that market, seeing if they can drive that market. And I think that was that first test as to driving that market as we come into the close on this Friday. Dow right now is down at 380. We get the NASDAQ off 146. S&Ps are down 45. King dollar, you can see that correlation. Bottom line is that when King dollar goes up, bottom line, the S&P just can't handle it. Stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. We're going to be talking markets. Basil's going to be doing a workshop, intraday workshop, live intraday workshop, folks, April 15th. Check it out right in the front page of TFNN. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 337. Nasdaq's off 139. S&Ps are off 40. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. We are going to be talking about the workshop, live workshop, folks, that Basil's going to be doing. But, of course, don't forget, every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Basil has an outstanding program. Also a great newsletter. He has the opening call. You can get that by coming over to our website at TFNN. You go right under newsletters. You can get the opening call. And as you come over there, you are going to see right under featured content, folks. Okay, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he's going to be doing an all-day, 2-part webinar. This is going to be on April 15th. The first part's going to go from 9 a.m. to noon. The second's going to go from noon till 4. And then they're going to, from 4 to 4:30, do a review of everything they were doing intraday. So quite a workshop over here. Come on over. Check it out right on the front page. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing there?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. So let's talk about this workshop. What are we going to be talking about here, Basil?
So, first of all, in this particular time frame, intraday, we are starting to see moves, or we have had, certainly for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, intraday moves that we used to wait weeks to see.
Oh, that's for sure.
So the comprehension of seeing this consolidation of almost every hour, there's a different trend, allows us. And it's a perfect time then to show the Chapman wave methodology, because I always say the Chapman wave is the waveform that never sleeps, because every peak gets alphabetized on the way up and every peak on the trough on the downside. I only look at 3 patterns, so it makes it very simple to at least in one's mind formulate some kind of a structure. So it's either, in this case, straight down or straight up. That's a straight line move, or there's an arch or a cup. You can get a combination. If this, I have it red because if the left side low gets taken out, you can keep going down. We saw that most of the day. And if the left side high of the Y, reverse Y, is taken out on the upside, all of a sudden you're looking at higher prices. That's what we've seen over the last, I'd say about an hour. And I'm going to show, and all I'm looking for is from the lowest identifiable low bar to get a buy signal that upgrades to a buy mode, and that implies that it could go to at least 4 higher peaks. That's A, B, C, D. On that peak D, other things can happen. It can go to E, F, and G. So very simple 3 trading patterns that we look for. And then looking for higher highs that we alphabetize and lower lows. So I keep it as simple as possible. So just intraday, this is exactly what we were talking about when I did my show during the noontime, 12 to 1 o'clock Eastern time in the Tiger Technicians Hour. We're always looking for that fourth highest peak. And I had shown that we had got that fourth highest peak just before 10 o'clock, peak D. There it is in the 2-minute chart. And then you relate it to the 10-minute chart. And the 10-minute chart had that peak E. So we made that peak D in the 10 minutes at 8 o'clock, pulls back, runs up again. In a shorter time frame, we get that D, turns around, happens to be E. So this, I'm going to show how you can use one time frame to help you stay in a position through the next time frame. So the two allowed us to start to look for the downside right here because the 10-minute confirmed that it was going down. I'm going to teach these technical tools. Look at the MACD, the way the MACD started coming down. Look at the stochastic. It never confirmed that second high. This is the green and red lines. The unbalanced volume gave a beautiful turn down. So these are very simple technical tools that people can add if they don't have them already. They all have them on their platforms. They'll just add them onto the platform, and slowly I'll show them how to use them. And then once we got that sell signal, look, there were indications that this could continue down, and it continued all the way down until it crossed over. Look at the MACD, crossed over right there at 240, that's 20 to 3, and the unbalanced volume started to turn up. The stochastic turned up. And here you are having a little bit of a bounce. So these are, as I'm showing you, you can see everything's there. It's not like I'm making anything up. I'm going to show people how to follow the rules. And what's really beautiful about this, look, here it applies the same thing. The little move that we've had up now in the 10-minute chart, just from 20 to 3, this is like the Dow that went up from the 23rd of March, had a run up. But when you look at the big picture, there's still the pattern that I was talking about, that lowercase h. So everything it's like a fragment or a fractal, which replicates in doesn't matter what time frame. It's the same thing. Look, in the Dow, if I show you the chart of the Dow itself, remember we spoke about the peak Ds, how important they are?
Yes.
Look, the weekly chart gave a peak D top, 29,568. The week of the 14th of February happens to coincide with what? A peak D in the monthly chart. So these things are relative to every time frame. It doesn't matter what tradable it is. It could be Amazon, it could be the Dow, it could be the E-minis, and that's what we're going to do. So people will come in. I'll be sending them a little package to show them basic rules of the Chapman Wave methodology. We get started at 9 o'clock. We start preparing for the day at 9:30. We go through until 12. I'll show each pattern, and we'll go through every chart. If the people want to select something that maybe they trade every day, doesn't have to be short-term trading. It doesn't, whatever it is, we'll look at it live, and we'll talk about it and discuss it. Where do you enter? Where do you add to it? Where do you get out? Is this a time to either short or just get out of it? Some people don't like to short, but we do have vehicles, fantastic vehicles these days, where you can go short by buying something long, like the dog, which is 1-to-1 short the Dow. It makes it much easier. So it's applicable to almost anything. I'm really looking forward to it, because this is absolutely a perfect time for it. Because look at this, we had intraday.
There's no doubt, man.
We had a move on the upside, a huge move on the downside. And if people were using good techniques, let me show you right here. You were able to trade the upside all the way from 24.50 to the most recent now, 24.80. That's 30 points in the E-mini. So I like that. And you can see right here, try a double top. There's the cup formation at the top. It's pulling back, and now it's going to test this little doji candle right here with a low of 24.63.
The battle's on right now between the bulls and bears coming into Friday night. Where are we going to go Friday night over the weekend, folks? That's why this is a big one here. There's no doubt. You know what I mean? The market recovered itself last night. Well, when I say recovered itself,
yesterday, I remember you talking. You said it should rally to the close.
So this is going to be a big one. And as Basil and I are talking, so this bar here that he was just showing that was going into that doji, the bottom line is that we have, let's see, on this 10-minute, so the second bar that right before when Basil came on, the second bar had the volume behind the move also, folks. And then this bar here, I believe is
at 320 has a
Going to
big
be
bar.
shot. Let's see, 16,000. Still good. 16,000 versus 37. We got you get 4 more minutes in this bar, but that's still a good indication that this battle's going to come on here.
So there are a lot of other techniques that I'll be teaching as well. For instance, I have a technique I call the Chapman Wave Trend Gauge, which gave a very low reading today, and that says to me that the Dow should have a weak opening on Monday. So we'll see what happens. These are all techniques that I'll be teaching come Wednesday, the 15th of April.
Oh, my God.
And they get my newsletter.
That's right. That's a beautiful thing. And the way to do it, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Just hit that button and you are off to the races. Basil, you have a great weekend, safe weekend. Of course, we look forward to the show on Monday.
Thank you, Tom. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
If you're
Stay
not
right there,
currently
folks.
using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 367. You get the Nasdaq off 144. S&Ps are off 44. Let's go take a look at that Nasdaq NDX 100 because we're teetering, folks, right where in two good bars. We got two good bars of volume here. And what you just did, which is pretty cool, is that we just did back down with light volume, I believe. Let me see. Oh, it's a close call. No, 47,000. We went higher. Yeah, we went higher with 68. No, it's still game. Game is still on here. No doubt about it. Let's go to Andy in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Andy, what's going on?
Not much, Tom. How you been?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I just wanted to give you a lot of thanks and kudos. Everything that you shared with us over the past decade or so has been just fantastic, and it's kind of kept me quiet from having to call you all the time lately. But it's been a while. But I just got to tell you that these times like these that we're dealing with, all your technical analysis and how to read the charts, with the high volume bars and the Fibonacci retracements and things like that has really, really helped me out and prepared me for times like these. I can tell you that, and I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, what does happen, this is what's pretty cool, folks, okay? Listen, none of us get a crystal ball, that's for sure. It's not even close. What does happen, though, when you actually do believe, like Andy's talking about the Fibonacci, expansion, contraction, volume, when you at least have a basis that, you have some kind of a foundational, solid, granule deal, it seems to me that then you can make decisions, right? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
it's like,
yeah.
That's what, and it's real. I mean, like I'm looking at this crisis that we have, folks, and I'm talking about the health crisis, okay? And when I'm looking at the health crisis, I'm keeping my eye on, how China is trading and how Europe is trading. And the reason has to do with information. And I am a believer that there's so many people in the marketplace that information does come out. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and in that context, folks, okay, the bottom line is that, those markets are off their lows, and they're ahead of us in this whole deal. So,
Yeah, and just getting access to all that information so freely these days and so intermediate, it's just amazing. It just makes things actually even simpler, I think.
I agree. And you don't have to make them complicated, and
right.
And, I know that sounds like, I just did, so listen to this, folks. I just did a write-up. You'll probably see it over the weekend. I did a write-up for Time is Digest. And, we all use a lot of different tools. And inside that write-up, what I did is that I put, listen, to me, that bottom is in. And the reason the bottom is in is that it did more than a 1 to 1.618 ABC structure on the way down. Now, I know that some people are going to read that and say, what are you talking about? You're using one thing in order to do that? Well, it is what it is. so
right.
I've seen it so many times that it's like, hey, it is what it is, okay? And when that happens, guess what? There's a change in the marketplace, so we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. Hey, so what is happening like in your town right now? I mean, I know that town pretty good. So just give us an update what's happening in that town right now.
Oh, it's pretty quiet, as everywhere else for the most part. It's just a matter of seeing what small businesses, restaurants, and so forth actually survive after this. Some of them are doing, to-go, take-out, things like that. Some have just completely shut down.
Right.
So.
Right.
It is kind of scary, and it's just it's just shaking up that globe and seeing what happens, what falls out after this, and it's going to be a different world for sure. Once this is over with.
It is, and when we talk about these programs, folks, we had we did the deal in a $10,000 program. Then you get the Paycheck Protection Program.
Yeah.
The real shame here in the Paycheck Protection Program is that the only big bank that was ready for it was Bank of America. And then supposedly, I just heard that Chase is up and going right now, but Wells Fargo's not up and going. SunTrust isn't. There's a lot of banks that are not up and going, which, they got to get up and going because, the bottom line, the economy needs dollars. There's no two ways about that,
Yeah,
so.
time is of the essence right now. We gotta get this out.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you out there growling and prowling on us. It's always great to hear that voice again.
I appreciate you too, Tom. Really, and you and Tommy. A great show in the morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Let's go to John in Orlando. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Oh, man, good. Staying safe.
Good.
I appreciate also what you do, to inform us about the market. But I keep buying this S-Dow, and I'm making money on it. $3-4 every time, and I own it now. Do you think we're going to make a double bottom? That's my question.
No, I don't. And you're not, listen, you called me 2 days ago. I told you not to do it. You called Steve yesterday. I don't know what he said, but the bottom, you didn't make money yesterday. It went from 56 to 50. So, yeah, you're getting it back today. But, it is what it is.
No, I own it today at 51, and it's at 53 something.
Right.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is there's no double bottom in the future.
And I think what we're going to do is this, okay? So picture, this is, there's no doubt, folks, okay? Turning around saying, hey, man, that was the bottom and all that. I get it. That, I say, well, none of us know. That we know that, okay? So I'm just using the skill set, that I know and say, okay, to me, that's it. So the question about the bottom, I suspect could happen like this. So watch this. If we take it up, because I'll take the S&P and we'll put it, it's possible that after a good bounce, you'll get a test of the highs of the lows. But the highs of the lows, if that's what you get, we haven't made it over that yet. The highs of the lows would be 2637 inside the SPX. We made it to 2641. I don't see us going down to 2191. No, I don't.
Okay. Is there volume down there or no?
There is volume down there. Yes, there is. And this, so watch, this is the correlation. This is why. Because what we also didn't do is that you didn't bust the lowest swing point here, and then the NASDAQ, what the NASDAQ did, see, let me get this up. What we did in the NASDAQ is that the NDX 100 went to the highs of the lows of December of 2018. So that's telling me that, guess what, man? The bottom line, this thing wants to go. We didn't make it down to the breakout area inside the S&P, which would have been 213. We made it to 218. So when I look at that, I put together the aspect of what the S&P did, and then I turned around and said, okay, the NDX 100, that couldn't even penetrate the bar from 2018, so that's a big number, man. That's, it's pretty intense, actually, so.
Okay.
Hey, we'll see what happens, man.
Okay, Tom. Thanks.
Good, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 441. Nasdaq's up 159. S&P's are down 51. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you'd like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up. Dow's down 477. Nasdaq's up 171. S&P's up 56. And Walmart. We know the grocery stores have been busy beyond belief. Somehow the Wall Street Journal just got hold of a information sheet out of Walmart. So check this out, folks. They are saying that Walmart in the last 4 weeks have increased their sales in the store by 20%. And on the web in the past 8 weeks, over 30%. If you want to just look at some numbers here, the numbers that they do, I believe they do about $14 billion a month. 14 billion. It's not even close. 140. So they do 141 billion per quarter. So what? That's 330, and then 39 billion. 120, 40, 50, 45 billion. So do 20% of that. Oh, my God. You're talking about another 18 billion on top of that. Big numbers, folks. And if you're wondering why, you can see why in the initial downdraft, Walmart was going to all-time highs. In fact, made an all-time high. Walmart's all-time high out here was 128. And when you take a look at this chart, what you are going to see is that the bottom line is that, no price destruction whatsoever. And there's no doubt what they're saying now is that things have slowed down. And the only reason that I suspect they've slowed down, folks, is that because you have the aspect that every cupboard is basically full to the gills. I mean, I know people probably just go out to the store just because they can, but the bottom line is that, filled to the gills in spades. Some of the higher volume equities out here, and this S&P is giving it up. The bulls are not winning this battle coming into the close right now. You got Advanced Micro down at $2.30. Bank of America is down 79 cents. You get Microsoft off 258. Boeing is up 32 cents. Inside the NDX 100, we have the strength. Tesla is the strength. That was up. Tesla actually gave up $40. It was up at 515. You're up $21 right now. You get Kraft Heinz is up 1%. You got Insight Corporation, which is up 1.2. Taking it south, you get American Airlines down 7.7. Sirius Satellite is off 6.8. If we go over and we take a look at United Airlines, let's see what we got here with United. So United down 86 cents. That baby there is going after 22.55. And what's going to get really intriguing here, folks, is to see, what are the deals that are going to be done, with the airlines. If you, yesterday, the Secretary of the Treasury, Mnuchin, was out there, and he is going to have the say, as to what is going to be fair or unfair inside of this. He was he was claiming that this was not going to be a bailout. So we'll see how that shakes out. And of course, what a bailout means flat out is that you get a deal that would be out there that the federal government is basically just flat out bailing them out. And when we say bailing them out, by the way, okay, what it means is bailing out the stockholders of the stock, because the airlines have gone bankrupt multiple times. They can go bankrupt again. Don't think for a second, folks, when you hear this out here, that the aspect that we want to save our airlines, okay? The bottom line, the airlines have gone bankrupt multiple times. They can go bankrupt again and start again and not miss a beat, okay? The thing that's going to be what I really want to see is, number one, what are the deals? Because you got to remember something. And we've talked about this so many times. The airlines, folks, for the last basically almost 8 to 9 years, have been making money hand over fist. Now, when you and I make money, I think most of us, to turn around, you make money and you basically save it, right? Do you know what I mean? You put it away, you spend some of it, but you save some of it for rainy days. You just save it, right? The airlines, what the airlines did, the airlines made money hand over fist, and what they did, okay, is, that's a great point, man. This is even better. What the airlines did is actually made the seats smaller and turned around and bought all their stock back on a continual basis so that the shareholders will make more money as well as the executives. Okay, and it has, no doubt the shareholders make money, but it has to do with the executive, board of directors, the whole ball of wax. You get the gist of it. So when I, this morning I'm listening to this, I'm saying to myself, hold it, man. The airlines have gone bankrupt. We have to count them up. I mean, I suspect between United, American, I bet they've gone bankrupt at least 2 or 3 times apiece. So the bottom line is we'll see where it shakes out. But what we don't want to happen is that I don't want, as a taxpayer, I can tell you flat out, I don't want to have to be paying to bail out the airlines. Just don't want to do it. Bottom line, BK them, and then what you have is that if you own them, I'm sorry, folks, but the bottom line is that guess what? You don't save any money, and you continually just blow your money, and you blow it on stock buybacks. And by the way, all these stock buybacks, this is what's so sick about it. They're always buying stock back at highs. I mean, it's like I've been doing this now since 1980. It's like, you got to be kidding me, man. Well, I've been on the air since 94, but it's like, and they do the same thing on a continual basis. And the main reason, folks, is that, they can juice the stock more. As they juice the stock more, we know, we've read about it a million times, about where the contracts come in, how the, corporate executives make money. And, maybe that will change this time. And I suspect what should change also is this. There's no freaking way that executives should be making 1,000 times more than the workers. I mean, give me a break, right? We're seeing it. Okay, so we're seeing it in this country right now, okay? The bottom line is that businesses are closing, workers are closing. If you don't have workers, folks, you don't have a business, okay? So the bottom line is that when you have executives that think they're so highfalutin that they can make 1,000 times more than the worker, that's insanity, man. It's outrageous. Let's see what happened here. So when I was just yapping, we had the S&Ps give a little jolt. Just when you think that coming into the close, then it's not going to happen. We'll see where this goes. So the S&P. So check this out. This is like crazy. We just jumped 20 points inside the S&P. I know. They're getting jittery, man. They're getting jittery. Oh, hey, check this out. This is pretty cool, I think, right? Do you know that, okay, so the flu pandemic of 1918, right? What came in next, folks, was the Roaring 20s. Now, the Roaring 20s, if you look at the Roaring 20s, I think they're pretty cool, man. I remember my mother, they called them, they had, in the Roaring 20s, then they called the flappers. She liked the flappers, man. So I forget how the flappers, the whole thing works. But the bottom line is that if you want to grab onto something, grab onto that. So we'll all be dancing pretty soon. As we're dancing, this S&P, and guess what, folks? This thing wants to get flat And if this thing ever gets flat today, let me tell you something. John from Orlando, you better close that short position, man, because if this thing gets flat on a Friday afternoon, coming into a weekend, when we have this coronavirus happening, that is about as bullish as you can get. We're coming right back, folks.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 292, Nasdaq off 108, S&P's off 33. It's quite a little climb up here, folks. So we went from 24.49 to 24.83. That being said, what's also happening right now on these bars, it's a 5-minute bar out of the 10-minute bar, and you get the volume behind this move. So if we can get over this 24.89, that baby could scream right to the top by 4:15. So we'll see how this shakes out. You got 8 minutes to 4. You got 23 minutes up here to 4:15. Most of the action, though, will be coming right into that 4 o'clock time frame. That's how this is shaking out. So let me put it up on the screen for you, because I had it on the other screen. I thought I had it on this screen. So when you take a look at this, what you're going to see is that there's decent. This is a lot of volume, man, at a 5-minute bar. Right now, you can see this. The last bar that's when the S&P had just gone up 20 points. We're at 54,000 contracts. Well, we're already at 54,000 contracts. We're at 55 right now. So bottom line is that this little bout is going to be going right into the close out here today. Notes and bonds, you can see on the other side of this too. If we take a look at that note and bond market, you're going to see that 10-year having a hard time holding price again. And that's really bullish. This is what you want to be looking for, though, folks. The last 4 days, we hung up at these highs, light volume every day. That's an indication that, guess what? This baby wants to go back downtown. And if that's what we get, that is going to be one nice occurrence. The reason being is that we know that the Federal Reserve, okay, is in buying notes, bonds, hand over fist, which they should be. But the bottom line is that when you're buying hand over fist and that 10-year and that 30-year still wants to back down, that's giving us a good indication that the bottom line is that this market still does want to go to higher price. If we go take a look at this cash S&P, you're going to see that as you come into next week, okay, you know, the bottom line is that the number to keep your eye on next week is 2637. You know, that's where the sellers are lying right now. 4 times you're up this week, couldn't bust it. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. This is a great time.